Starmen Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another Starman Debates. I am again your host, Devin. With me this time is Billy, Cody, and David, as usual.
Hey, everybody.
Woo! Greetings to everyone!
And guys, as per par for the course, we usually go around. What's everyone doing?
Watching movies and TV shows.
Any particular ones, or just
Last night I was watching Terminator.
not a bad series to get into?
And
Like movie or TV show?
TV show.
No? Okay.
And
Never mind then.
Yeah.
I also... That's about it, actually.
Yeah, he was going after the... Yeah, he has the thing for the female Terminator of the show.
Yeah. Anyways. Billy.
I'm just when I finished running through GTA 5 again.
Okay.
Just fun. It was always fun to replay that game again.
David.
Fiddling around my PS4.
Yeah, you just got that, so
Yep.
you've been hibernating yourself.
Haven't been that bad.
No, actually, you've been surprisingly active, even though I know I would have been like weeks without like any social interaction.
It's like where's Devin? PS4.
Then you just see a skeleton holding a controller.
Oh, no,
I'm pretty
no.
sure I would have hooked myself up to an IV before I
Yeah.
started.
Oh no, we'll just see him with like the like Mr. Burns, like Howard Hughes type look, like long
Long
beard,
beard.
long hair, like long fingernails.
Crazy. But you have vanity. You're starting out crazy.
True.
As long as you don't have to get us in the plane.
We'll take the spruce juice.
I'm in, guys. It's like
Just-
Devin.
I said hop in. And me, I've been playing Under Night Rebirth. It's a fighting game. I'm just trying to get through all the arcade stories, and then I'll call that done. I have no interest on online play. Nothing like online play to make you realize how sucky you are at a game.
Oh yeah.
Or to realize how much you despise humanity.
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Wow, while I was just playing, he was living it 24/7.
Yeah. I thought I was decent. This guy is the master of it, and if I clock his hours, 500 hours straight.
Yep.
He has no life.
Or wife.
Or anything.
That's the joke.
So, guys, on to today's debate, and this one's going to be a doozy. Which was better, old cartoons or the newer cartoons? Anyone want to take the floor?
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like the old stuff.
And what about the old stuff?
You know, it was well done. Like, simple animations, none of this fancy stuff. Like, for example, anyone remember that old show called Doug?
Yes?
Yeah.
Like, even though that's not, like, you know, top of the line graphics in terms of cartoons.
Animation.
Yeah, it's
Animation.
animation.
Okay, animation.
Not for rocket
It
star,
looks
guys.
It still looks great.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. Interesting color designs for characters, but
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't Skeeter blue or
yeah.
green?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are blue and green and orange.
Well, we get the orange, a little bit too much sun, but
And then I think of my old favorite I used to watch back in the day. Ever heard of Sticking Around?
Yes?
yeah.
I love that show.
That was a Canadian classic at
Yeah.
the time.
And that was just stick figures, literally.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the cheapest form of like drawing you could do,
But it was great.
and it was a hit.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
No, I consider myself a classic guy. I like the Bugs Bunny and Tweety show. Roadrunner show was a popular one for me to watch.
Oh yeah.
But if I look now, I actually watch probably more newer cartoons
Okay.
and follow them more faithfully. And the only reason why is that they have such good storylines now.
Yeah, I mean,
Fair point.
Like, you want to know what happens next. Most old cartoons I always felt were like a slice of life
yeah.
episode. Like basically, you can put the episodes in any order,
Yeah, like,
and you
not-
wouldn't change anything.
like Gravity Falls, for example, should say.
That's not a. It sorta is, but not quite.
But it has an overarching story.
Sure.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, that's what I meant. Like, it continue.
Yeah. Well, like an episode of Bugs Bunny and Tweety, you could watch any episode
So,
in any order. It's going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
And no, oh, you didn't need to watch this previous episode to understand what's going to happen in this one.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm in the middle. Both eras had their good and bad qualities.
That's a fair point.
Like you said, the newer ones had more of a story arc than the older ones, which is true. However, there was, how should I put this delicately? Certain newer shows have more of a political or social agenda to them now
Yeah.
that I've noticed in comparison to older ones.
That is a fair point. Like, not to say the old ones didn't try that,
Yeah.
but they were more discreet about it.
Yeah.
Hey, just remember, and knowing's half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Hey, at least they put those at the end when
Yeah.
people stop caring.
Yeah.
It's like, you ran the credits, I don't care what your PSA is.
Yeah.
Sonic says, that's
No
no
good.
good.
Little Mario telling you, yeah, if you do drugs.
That wasn't part of the PSA of the show, though.
Oh, yeah.
Those shows didn't have. Yeah,
Oh.
the Super Mario Brothers shows didn't have.
Okay, that's
PSAs
just
to
funny.
say.
That was just a
That was a
PSA.
drug commercial.
Oh, okay. I thought that was... Oh, well, thanks for clearing that up.
No, that was not at the end of any episode. That was its own thing.
So, wonder why?
Because he was popular at the time, and just
Yeah.
He probably
kids
made
would
mo-
listen to him because he's Mario now.
He
Yeah.
probably made a lot of money off of it.
Which he probably spent on drugs.
Probably.
I'm a wrestler. That's a game character. Everyone loves me.
Yep. And just for the older cartoons, I think the older cartoons have an unfair advantage because there were so many of them that you had variety.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean...
Yeah, now they almost have to fit a certain type of requirement. I think.
Yeah.
One I miss is Men in Black.
Oh yeah, that did have a cartoon, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I kind of miss it a little bit.
Okay. Never actually seen it. Like, I was a fan of the Masked cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah, the animated.
okay, wasn't that big a fan, but I gave it a whirl.
Yeah.
One I watched when I was younger was like that school bus one. Metric school bus when I was really young.
Oh yeah, who didn't watch that
Yeah,
as
I
a
mean-
kid?
Yeah.
You learned so much from Miss Frizzle, who I have questions on how she gets the ability to go on field trips every class.
Yeah, I mean, that school's budget.
It's
know.
gone for the roof.
But God bless the person who vetted permission slips.
Yeah.
I could just imagine the principal. You want to take them where?
Oh no, she doesn't even like plan it.
Yeah.
She just takes them.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
she reports back, it's like, so, Miss Frizzle, I noticed that you have 0 classroom time, and all your time is on field trips. Yet your students do learn something, so I guess I can't really fault you. Miss Frizzle's like, well, I'm just a hands-on kind of person.
And Apparently, they're trying to reboot that.
Oh,
Oh,
so
they
he
already
is
did.
dead.
Yeah.
And it is horrible. They replaced Miss Frizzle with her even zanier, like, who was it, sister, cousin?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they rebooted the thing.
Some wacky family member.
Yeah. Miss Frizzle went on vacation or something.
Oh no, this yeah,
She
she went on
retired.
vacation to a nice like
Oh,
hotel.
yeah,
Or Funny Farm.
That's what.
I saw one video of the new one. I was not impressed. Animation wise, writing wise.
Fair enough. But would you say, because you're an older person now, is it still geared towards kids, or do you think you wouldn't even let your kids watch this?
Oh hell, I wouldn't even let kids watch this.
So that's
Okay.
bad.
It's even more geared to kids, if anything. You know what I miss from the old cartoons? Kids using guns.
Yep.
Johnny Quest.
Yep.
I'll admit I never watched Johnny Quest, but
I miss that show.
part of me is like, I kind of feel like I missed out on a jam here.
Yeah.
And then the other one I started off with, who used guns, Tintin.
I do remember Tintin.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's because he was made way back in the 30s or
Yeah.
something when,
Yeah.
when these gun nuts. No, when these anti-gun nuts were not rampant.
Yeah.
Like, I have to admit, I would always watch that.
Oh yeah.
I was fairly a big fan of it.
Wasn't?
No.
Oh, okay. That's not
So-
for everybody.
I kind of found it was boring. I didn't get into the story as well.
Well, it was more, what's the word I'm looking for? Not as fantastical.
Yeah.
Educational.
No, it was more.
Okay.
What is that genre I'm thinking of?
Like, it was realistic and no real cartoon.
Good point.
Well, they did have a Yeti in one of them.
Yeah. But it just, the story felt bland compared to, like, the other cartoons I was watching, so.
Like I said, it was a comic book in the old days,
Yeah.
old
so-
era. So
Huh.
before fantasy and sci-fi really took off.
Yeah.
That just popped in my head. This old cartoon I used to watch, but I can't remember what it's called.
What's it about?
Like, these kids in, like, some kind of space school.
Galaxy High?
That might be it.
No, wait.
Wasn't well the one I'm thinking of isn't animated. The Space Cases. That's
No,
the only
it-
thing I could think of. Is
Which one did you say?
Galaxy High.
Yeah, that was an old one.
It could very well be that.
It was in the 80s, so. Like, I need a year, Cody.
yeah.
Ah, crap.
I need more plot detail before I can start helping out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, Freakazoid. That was a good old one.
There's a good classic gem.
Yeah.
I'll admit, I was a Warner Bros. Fan. I think
Yeah.
everything Warner Bros. I watched more than I did anything Disney.
Well, back then, Warner Brothers was king.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's like reversed.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Static Shock.
He puts a shock to your system.
Is that really the tagline to that show?
After the end of the theme song, I think he says that. I put a shock to your system.
Oh,
Because he, like, uses electrical powers.
Yeah, I kind of know who Static Shock is. I just never
Yeah.
really watched the show.
Because he wasn't a well-known DC character.
No.
Alright.
Adam's Family. I remember that.
I remember that show.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
I mean, come on, they got the original Gomez from the '60s TV show to reprise his role. So
Yes. Trying to think of other ones. The Beetlejuice cartoon I did watch.
Yeah.
Watch it a bit.
Actually, I remember when it was on, it was like either before or after it was White Fang. They actually had a cartoon of White Fang.
Okay.
Oh God, that thing that was on all the time.
Yeah. And I remember watching the White Fang movie and I was expecting the dog to talk.
Yeah, he could kind of talk. It was mostly when he was talking to other animals, though.
Yeah.
I don't think he did to humans.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like one of those filler. Let's see, what was that animation company? They were like big back then. Sinar or something?
Oh yeah, so no, like they did what Babar and
Yeah. And I remember one called Clyde. Let's see. Oh, they did Animal Crackers.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I remember that show. Not that one. The previous one before the other one.
Clyde.
Babar.
Oh, Babar.
I remember that.
What was there, Cody?
It was on CBC, of course you know.
Yeah.
Ooh, raccoons.
Yeah. No. That was,
Yeah, that's a Canadian classic.
Yeah, which the last time I heard the theme song was the end of Hobo with a Shotgun.
Are you talking about the ending theme song?
Like
That's Run With Us was the ending theme.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't really a theme song to the
No.
opening.
No, but yeah, Run With Us like is the end credits for the movie Hobo with a Shotgun. I'm like, wow.
Nice. So, run with
Pretty-
hobos. So basically, run with hobos.
Yeah, whatever, could.
Yeah.
You're trying too hard again.
Yeah. No, and well, one thing too with the like new cartoons, a lot of it's like streaming stuff now.
Yeah.
Like-
That's kind of their advantage.
Yeah.
Because they can tell, and that's how they can tell an elaborate story, is because you can now stream it so you don't miss an episode
Yeah.
and get lost
Yeah. Like
in
if
the
they tried to do
plot.
that back in the day, you have to try to get home from school,
Yeah.
and if you miss an episode,
You're kind of
Screwed.
falling behind.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or the studio, or the TV studio fudges up the episode order, because that has happened.
Oh yes.
Oh, I imagine quite a few times.
That was just easier to keep them in order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they like have to go back and do reruns, and then
Oh, yeah.
you gotta watch and it's like, is this a rerun or is it gonna be a new episode?
Oh, that's that nonsense.
Yeah.
Ugh. That reminds me, Nickelodeon had a rather nasty policy like that. Like they have a policy where a show can't announce that it's ending or give any sort of indication that it's over, so they could just keep rerunning the
Rerunning.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, that's low.
I don't know if they still have it, but I know that the last episode of Angry Beavers couldn't be broadcast because of that, because it had them like looking for a new job because the show was ending. And
Yeah.
the smart one had Norbert had to explain it to Daggett. The show's over.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And there's like Nickelodeon, I can't flag is like they know the show's ending. We can't do that.
Yeah. Because then we can't market it more.
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
Dog cat.
Dog cat. I just wanted to chime in there, Cody. Thank you for.
Oh, sorry.
This isn't going to be part of the discussion, but there was the Anime Power Hour, and Dragon Ball Z did this notorious thing of they catch up to where the anime stops,
Yeah.
and then revert back to the first episode and run it through again,
Oh,
and keep doing that every time they catch up.
that is horrible.
So you might get 2 new episodes, and then next week you're back to square one, baby.
Yeah, a lot of shows, I think.
2 steps forward.
500 steps
That's
back.
And
And this isn't Kai or anything like. This is the original. This is where there's all that filler.
Oh well. And aren't there some shows that do an entire episode of catch up?
You mean a clip show?
Yeah.
That kind of went out in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So I'm surprised we didn't bring this up. Simpsons, guys.
Oh.
Simpsons would be considered an old cartoon.
Yeah.
Did
Come on.
21 years?
Come on,
Yeah.
being a couple was like kind of like being on one of the shows where they show a bunch of clips of old episodes.
Yet. I do remember most of the Simpsons clip shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were. Some of them weren't too bad
Oh.
because they had actually original animation, but others they just. Ugh.
Yeah, it was like,
I think there's one episode of Victory and Scratch we'll never forget.
yes.
What does that have to do with anything, Bart? It was a music episode of our lives.
Nice. And probably one of the best lines in the opening was like, "Wait, there seems to be an explosion coming from the old Simpsons place. Hey, it's 6 blocks from here. Looks like the spear coming out of the chimney."
I'm proceeding on foot.
Government Code 8, we need pretzels, repeat pretzels.
That was our childhood.
Oh, yeah.
And Ralph. Seeing what stuff he'll eat.
Actually, it was a while till Ralph became Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Before he
Think
was
about
just a kid in class that
Yeah.
maybe said one random thing, but that was it.
Yeah. Like, he was one of those characters that evolved over time.
Yeah.
Like
Fan. Sorry.
I was just gonna say like others. Not all of our memorable characters started off that way.
No,
No.
they all started as either a side character or a background character.
Or they become popular, then become forgotten.
Yeah.
Anyone remember old Gil?
Ugh.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, oh, come on, Dr. Friend. Hey, friend.
Help old Gil out.
Let's not forget old Gil. The wolves are at Gil's door.
You're hanging out by a thing, Gil.
Alright. We could do quotes of Simpsons all
Yeah.
on podcast,
Yep.
but I don't think that's what people are here to hear. I just wanted to bring up the Simpsons and we'll say the newer guy is Family Guy.
Clever. Yeah, that's a good one.
So I like them both equally, so I can't really say an opinion. They
Yeah.
both have their merits.
Oh, yeah.
You have to admit, though, Simpsons has gone downhill a little bit.
Simpsons, we could probably do a podcast on the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd argue that both of them went downhill.
Yeah.
I felt a lot of the shows like that just kind of peak and go downhill real quick.
Yeah, with writers coming and going and stuff like that.
And reusing the same jokes over and over and over.
Yeah.
Then there was American Dad.
Yep. So these are more cartoon sitcoms is more
Yeah.
what they all fall into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think one I remember watching either weekends or after school, Jacob Tutu.
Yeah, that was a Canadian-based Montreal cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't. My brain's not functioning
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
I think it was on around the same time Ruby Gloom was.
Okay.
Oh, that show.
Well, I like that show.
That was an interesting show.
Mind you, I was forced to watch it because I had a younger sister at the time that was obsessed with it.
Fair
There was
enough.
worse things to watch.
There were
Oh, yeah.
worse things to watch when Dora the Freaking Explorer.
Wonder Pets.
Actually, no, that wasn't around at the time.
Oh, think like you locked it out.
Oh, what was that show? The Gross Show.
That could mean a lot of things.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll let you figure that out.
Yeah.
And contemplate if that's something you need to share with the classroom.
Yes.
give up on life.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I'm here forever.
Give it time.
So back to the original discussion. So we kind of went over what old cartoons have an advantage of, is that there's a variety. You can kind of pick and choose what really suits your niche. And newer cartoons have the advantage of being streamed and having more elaborate stories because of this.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that the older or newer cartoons have an advantage in?
Older for marketing.
Yeah? No?
Like, because, to be fair, like, some new stuff, I don't hear anything about, from, like, any of my nieces and nephews I have about, like toy lines, or the only thing I think I ever heard was, like, Monster High. And, like, My Little Pony, that was it.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw this out here. Marketing has changed over the year. We don't need our cartoons now to be the advertisement for our toys.
Yeah.
It helps, but
it helps. But now that merchandising is still a thing, and if you're into a show, there's definitely merchandise.
Oh,
for
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And more so now than ever. I think every show you can find merchandise for.
Yeah, that's true.
And back in the old days, like, you know, there'd always be commercials for, like, cartoons, like, yeah, like the trailers? Is that what you would call them?
No.
Ads.
Yeah, just commercials
Okay,
for
yeah,
cartoons.
ads.
Yeah.
We don't really have that much
No.
anymore.
The way the internet has gone, we don't really show ads.
No.
Now someone's going to be yelling at me. It's like, yes, there's ads. There's ads all over the place. We have ad blockers for a reason.
yeah.
But I want to tell you, good sir, that when you had commercials, you couldn't skip those.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Sit there and watch them and...
Or go off and do something and come back and hope you didn't miss any of the show.
Yeah.
What can we say? TV was a much different beast than the internet.
Yes.
That's
You don't
why,
get choices.
That's why I like streaming. You can just hit the pause button and walk away.
Yep. That was the other thing. If you're in the middle of a show and you had to go do something,
Yeah.
you were more, come on, end show so I can go off and do my thing.
Or do a commercial or something
Or-
so you can be.
Yeah.
And hope you don't take too long, otherwise, you walk back to the TV, end credits, and it's like, no!
So, downfall of older cartoons was there's no pause feature
Yeah.
or way of skipping commercials. Nowadays, you can get around ads and you can pause the thing.
Unless you would just tape them on the VHS tape.
And even still, you had to rewind, fast forward.
Mm.
Which still took a
Oh,
minute
yeah,
or
but-
two. It was better, but not great.
Oh, no, I know.
And then there's times where your record failed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or you didn't have the setting
Yeah.
right in the tape speed.
Yeah.
Or your cable went out.
Yeah, there's so many flaws to that technology.
And if it's, there's a breaking news story.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Had that happen a few times for some good cartoons.
or
Yeah.
football season. I've had that happen a few times.
Yeah, no, so another disadvantage is things can interrupt your show back in the day.
To be fair, that can still kind of happen with the newer cartoons. With, well, at least online with buffering and stuff like that.
Yeah, true. If
True.
your internet goes dead, you're not watching anything.
No.
Like, I remember one time I went to watch a cartoon. Presidential election. I don't care.
I'm a kid. I cannot vote. Why are you putting this in front of the kids show?
I'm like, the president go to hell.
Cody, everyone.
Thank you. I hear him. Like, that's a legit concern. When you're a kid, that pissed you off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially like you got the cereal bowl out and everything. You're gonna sit down and watch some good old Saturday morning cartoons.
Halfway through the intro, breaking news. What the?
You know, sometimes I had TV stations end the cartoon abruptly and go to another one. At
Weird.
the end. Yeah.
Yeah. That happened to me before.
Strange. It doesn't happen often, but it has happened.
No.
Weird. I've never had that happen, but I imagine, yes, it probably does. It's been time slots and everything, so.
Yeah.
Ah, the good old days.
Yeah.
Kind of miss those days.
TV was wild and unpredictable.
Yep.
In some ways, it still is, but
But there was the cable guide, which allowed you to bring order to the chaos.
yeah.
Or when you got satellite, the TV guide.
Yeah.
Well, the plus side, we don't have to worry about choosing shows on a schedule.
Yeah.
No, that is true.
Yep.
If two of your favorite shows ran at the same time, you gotta pick which one.
Talk about Sophie's choice.
Yeah.
Back then, it was the hardest choice of your life.
Really, it was.
Oh yeah. Like,
Now that they have dedicated channels, that makes it a bit easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And streaming, as you said.
Yeah. So, streaming, and you can also get box sets and everything. So if you want to actually just buy a DVD copy of
Yeah.
your favorite show, we'd have those now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely easier than buying like a bunch of VS tapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a couple episodes on.
Like, what's the most you could ever get on a VHS tape? 2, 3?
Yeah.
two if you're lucky.
No, it was more like 3 or
3 was lucky. 2 was pretty the standard.
Yeah.
I've never seen one VHS tape with just a single episode.
Okay.
That'd be kind of a waste of space.
Toxic Crusaders only had one episode on,
Okay.
so I didn't vouch for that one.
Okay.
And the RoboCop animated series only had one episode on tape.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, made you pay more money for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought one of those. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
One episode on tape. I was like, yeah, crap.
See, I had a Ninja Turtles VHS tape, and it had 2 episodes on it. So you got gypped.
Oh no, this appears bottom of the discount store.
Yeah, probably.
Jeez, I remember one tape actually had 4 episodes on it.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's striking gold.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it's because it was like a 4-parter, I think.
Okay,
okay.
One of those.
Nice.
So they put extra tape into it to hold it.
Or
Nice.
something like that, yeah.
So, I guess the advantage to the newer stuff, accessibility.
Yeah.
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 Older stuff, you kind of gotta luck out, pick and choose, and pray to God.
Yeah.
Pray to God.
So, just going on, character-wise, I thought the older cartoons had worked more with their characters than newer stuff.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, some of the newer shows do have good character development, and the character gets better over time.
Mhm.
But the older cartoons, it's like your established character, that's who he is, and that's how he's going to be in every episode. So there's a consistency in that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, like one of those episodes where the character acts out of character for some bizarre reason.
Oh no, I'm talking more just like when Bugs Bunny's on screen, you know what Bugs Bunny's all about.
Yeah.
And there's never going to be a time where he's out of that character.
Uh,
And if it is, it's a strange occurrence, and that's what you're getting at.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Whereas, because of story arcs, characters change over time.
Yeah.
So I could watch a character on a newer show on the first episode, cut down to season 2, and he's going to be completely different.
Yeah, he would go from being the hero to the villain.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Or evolves more into a hero or something,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Like, he's a big goof in the first episode, and now he's actually an established good hero.
Yeah.
Anime loves doing that.
Anime loves doing that, and now shows are starting to do that, too.
Thanks, 90s.
Yeah.
But there are some good shows that don't really do that. Like, I could say, they do, but they don't. I'll use Batman the Animated Series for an example.
Yeah.
They may go through, like, that particular episode, they may go through a growing experience, but then come to the next episode.
He's back to where he was.
Yeah. Not to knock the show.
No, I actually kind of like the consistency of, you know this character, and as you go along, he's going to stay that character.
Yeah.
Like, you know Batman's never going to be the villain
Yeah.
in the Batman animated series.
No.
And if it is, it's going to be a weird story arc.
Yeah.
And it's going to get resolved, and he's going to go back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, sometimes it's nice just to have that consistency.
Right.
That's more personal preference than an advantage or disadvantage.
Right.
True.
And just going back to picking and choosing your cartoons when you're deciding your Saturday morning lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still pick and choose our cartoons for the newer age. It's just in a different format.
Right.
We kind of choose which one we're going to binge watch first.
Yeah.
True.
Good point.
Because we don't have all the time in the world, so we do kind of have to pick and limit which shows actually interest us.
Yeah.
And we can miss some gems because we kind of chose poorly.
Yeah.
That is true.
Just throwing that one out there.
Yeah.
Anything else anyone wants to bring up on cartoons?
I don't think I have anything else.
No, I really can think of anything.
DuckTales. Woo. I got nothing, sorry.
Okay. I'm just going to use the DuckTales theme and hope no one catches on I didn't have anything. It's like throwing a smoke bomb and like slowly walking away. Please don't actually use your smoke bomb, where this house will just fill up with smoke. It's going to be annoying.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I can go into a lot of weird things about old versus new, but that wouldn't really fit this format.
Alright. So, any final thoughts before we end this? Cody, your opinion, old versus new, which one are you side on?
I'll go old. I'm more likely to watch the old stuff again.
Yeah, it's the old, like, I do watch the odd new episodes, new shows, but I'm just more familiar with the old stuff.
David?
I'm more balanced. Mainly because older shows could get away with things newer shows couldn't, and newer ones could get away with stuff older ones couldn't.
There's an interesting topic we didn't touch on.
Oh.
Thank you, David.
Oh, good point.
So, because of the old age, a lot of things slid in the cartoon.
Mostly sexual innuendos.
Oh, yeah.
Sexual innuendos. Some violence got away with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just even political commentary, as we mentioned earlier. The older shows skirted around it a bit better, but still had it in there.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least try to be a bit neutral.
Yeah. And the newer shows, because of the day and age we're in, they gotta be more... There's a rating system now for cartoons that they have to abide by.
Yeah.
And certain ratings means certain places you can appear online.
Yeah.
And certain targeted audiences that you can market to.
Mm.
Emphasis on certain persons.
Yeah. I mean, anyone can watch anything, but the show, if you have this in it, you're kind of geared towards this audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have more of that geared to stuff geared to a specific audience, which can help or hinder it. But
Yeah.
help if it's done well.
Help if it's done well, really hinder if it's not.
Yeah.
So, and I'll give it my last thought is I'm basically an old school cartoon watcher. And it was just the freedom of the cartoons at the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they, like we said, kind of got away with almost anything.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have one question. Is it just me, or does new cartoons have way more drama than the old ones?
You're not wrong.
No, you're not.
This
You're
is
not.
part of the intricate storylines. And yes, some storylines have drama.
Yeah.
More than they should have.
Sometimes more
Yeah.
than they really need. It's soap opera for children.
Oi. Okay, now I'm leaning towards old now.
There we go.
Did Dave vote changes his vote?
No, I'm still in the middle. I'm just leaning a bit towards old now because of
The
that.
the needle just ticked over to old a little.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah.
Like, I'm trying to remember if any shows in the past had like a lot of drama to them. I don't really
No,
think
I-
so.
Closest I can think of at the top of my head is Gargoyles, but that could have been executive meddling in a few cases. I know the gun episode was one.
The only one I can think of is Sailor Moon. You know that had.
That's an
plenty of
anime.
Yeah.
drama.
Of course it had
Okay.
drama. It's an
Yeah.
anime.
That's why we kind of agreed not to talk about anime in this episode
Oh,
because
okay, never mind.
Hey, you blew, Cody. Good job.
oh, she didn't know.
I don't know.
Eh.
And with that, guys, we're running out of time, so we'll have to call it here. I don't know if there's going to be a part 2 to this. There might be if we come up with more good or bad to the old or new cartoons. Thank you all for watching. This has been another Starman Debates. I'm your host, Devin.
I'm Cody. Have a great night.
Billy, dig it.
Damn it, see you later.
Have a good one, guys.